A young boy named Joon loves to draw comics more than anything. He often draws himself saving his parents from a car crash, which is quite different from what really happened. Sadly, Joon has lost both his parents in a car accident. His dad was a famous taekwondo athlete in the Olympics, and his mom was an Olympic gymnast. While he was growing up, Joon often found himself fighting with kids who were even older than he was. One day, a man from the government named Deok-gyu comes to see Joon while he is busy drawing. He talks to Joon about how his parents did remarkable things for their country. He also tells Joon that he is strong because he can fight and win against older kids. But when he asks Joon what he wants to do in life, Joon says he only wants to draw comics because it helps him forget the bad memories in his head. Deok-gyu gets mad at this and breaks Joon's crayons, saying Joon should aim to serve his country like his parents did. However, Deok-gyu has a very different future in mind for Joon. Years go by, and Joon grows up to be a skilled hitman, working secretly for a counter-terrorism agency called the SHIELD Team. He becomes known as the best agent there, taking down many criminals and terrorists. During a meeting, Deok-gyu talks about a terrorist named Jason who has done several terrorist attacks. Joon had caught Jason once, but Jason got away after scarring his face. In the meeting, we see Joon drawing, showing he still loves his comics. After one of Jason's attacks, Joon has recently captured Jason's brother. After the meeting, Joon goes back to his room, which is full of his drawings. But he can't focus on his art for long because Deok-gyu calls him urgently to come back to the base. When Joon arrives, he finds out that Jason plans to escape the country by ship. Deok-gyu assigns Joon a new mission to stop and eliminate Jason before he can flee. Before he leaves, Joon talks to a young hopeful named Cheol, who dreams of being a great agent like Joon. Cheol thinks they are specially chosen for their roles, unlike Joon, who feels he was forced into this life. While they talk, Jason's brother dies from the agency's extreme questioning methods. That night, Joon embarks on his most dangerous task, to board a ship and eliminate Jason by himself. Before he jumps from the jet, Joon gives a drawing to the pilot, keeping his passion alive even in peril. However, during his jump, Joon's parachute fails to open, and he crashes into the sea. Days later, everyone thinks Joon is dead. Deok-gyu, Cheol, and many agents attend his funeral. However, far away, Joon is alive, swimming to freedom, and finally escaping the agency to pursue his dream of drawing comics. 15 years later, Joon has become a comic book artist, but it is not the glamorous life he imagined. He struggles with deadlines and financial pressures. Now living under a new identity, he is married to Mina, who works hard to support their family. They have a daughter, Ga-young, who raps and looks down on Joon for not making enough money. After Joon posts his latest comic, he waits nervously for feedback. Unfortunately, all the comments are negative. Even when he tries to defend his work anonymously in the comment section, people figure out it is him. Later, Joon talks to his daughter Ga-young while she is on her way back from school and asks if she has checked out his comics. Ga-young tells him she did see them with her friends, and everyone thought they were bad. She advises him to make his comics more personal, like how rappers tell their own stories through music, mentioning she does the same with her rap. After she goes, his publisher calls to say they won't be publishing his webtoon anymore. Distraught, Joon tries his hand at construction work, coming home exhausted. After drinking a lot of alcohol, Joon, feeling bold and uninhibited, starts to draw a comic about his own life story. A story not even his family knows. He illustrates his journey from a vulnerable child to the top agent, capturing every detail until he falls asleep. The next morning, Joon is puzzled by the special treatment from his wife, Mina, who usually nags him about money, but then she shows him his latest webtoon online. She had published it, thinking it would cause problems if it missed its deadline. Rushing to his publisher to ask for the webtoon's removal, Joon is stunned to learn it's a hit, and now ranked #1. The publisher, excited by the success, demands more episodes and dismisses Joon, eager for more content. Joon, reminded of family responsibilities, rushes an umbrella to Ga-young at school. He overhears her being ridiculed by a peer's father for Joon's career. Heartbroken, he returns home and discovers Ga-young's rap lyrics expressing her determination to succeed and help her family financially. That evening, reaffirming his priorities, Joon commits to continuing his webtoons, placing his family's well-being and unity first. A few weeks later, Joon's webtoons have become a hit, and he is now earning a significant income. He even surprises Ga-young with the electronic piano she has always wanted. In his webtoons, Joon dives deeper into his past, revealing details of his near capture of Jason. One day, Dae-ok-yu is searching for a computer implicated in orchestrating a terrorist plot and stumbles into a local computer shop. The kids there are thrilled to meet a real-life agent, although they are initially doubtful of his identity. When Dae-ok-yu shows his ID, the kids recognize him and recite details about him, all of which they have learned from the webtoon. Alarmed, Dae-ok-yu calls an emergency meeting. At the meeting, senior officials deduce that the webtoons might be Joon's work, suspecting he faked his death. The narratives are too precise, suggesting inside knowledge. Yet, they theorize Joon's motive is fully financial, leading him to betray the agency and link him to the recent murders of agents. They resolve to deploy Agent Cheol to track down and apprehend Joon. Cheol is pulled from his undercover duties and rushed to the publisher's office, where they inquire about Joon, showing a photo that no longer quite matches Joon's current appearance. They then track Joon to a construction site, initiating a pursuit that corners him in a restroom. Despite being outnumbered, Joon incapacitates 5 men and escapes to his home. At home, Joon hurriedly packs, phoning Mina to insist they need to flee immediately, revealing his identity as Agent Joon. However, Mina dismisses his warning, thinking he is drunk. Just then, a special forces team raids their house. Joon skillfully defends himself, dispatching the attackers one by one until he confronts Cheol. Surprised to see Cheol, Joon is momentarily distracted, allowing Dae-ok-yu to subdue him with a stun gun. Meanwhile, at the publisher's office, Jason and his henchmen arrive, demanding to know who created the revealing webtoons because he also wants to know who killed his brother and left his face disfigured. During the interrogation, Joon opens up to Cheol, explaining his disappearance was his only escape from a life he didn't choose, and he expresses regret for not informing Cheol. When Dae-ok-yu enters the room and confronts Joon with accusations of betrayal and desertion, Joon responds that his only desire is to live life on his own terms. Joon shares his narrative with the agency's board director, who finds his story credible and aligns with known facts. However, the situation escalates when Joon receives a call from Mina, only to hear Jason's voice instead, threatening Mina's life unless Joon delivers Dae-ok-yu to him. Feeling trapped and desperate, Joon pretends to admit to being a spy, planning to use this confession to get close to Dae-ok-yu. He then attacks Dae-ok-yu, takes the keys to unlock his handcuffs, and uses Dae-ok-yu as a shield to escape the agency, overpowering anyone in his path, including Cheol. The director, perceiving Joon as a severe threat, orders his immediate termination. Joon hastens to the rendezvous point to rescue Mina, anticipating his pursuers. He skillfully neutralizes them in a tunnel, then hijacks a car to flee. Soon after, a motorcyclist working for Jason eliminates the unconscious agents to put the blame on Joon. In a critical turn of events, Joon contacts his publisher, urging him to halt the upcoming webtoon release because it reveals the death of Jason's brother, detailing the brutal interrogation of Jason's brother by Dae-ok-yu. The publisher inadvertently reveals that a scarred man, Jason, has taken Mina hostage. He also tells them that he has made the next episode public, dooming Dae-ok-yu. The director investigates the scene of the attack in the tunnel, discovering his deceased agents. Piecing together Jason's involvement and the potential leak from within, he becomes convinced of a larger conspiracy. The director then kidnaps Joon's daughter, leveraging her safety against Joon's surrender, forcing Joon into an impossible decision to protect his wife or save his daughter. Arriving at Jason's location, Joon makes a swift and unexpected departure, bewildering Jason. Jason soon receives a call from Joon, who clarifies his predicament. His daughter is held by the government, compelling his temporary retreat. Initially skeptical, Jason understands Joon's urgency once he learns that Joon is wrongfully accused of killing agents and is now a fugitive. Back at the agency, the director debates Joon's allegiance with Cheol. Amidst this tension, Cheol, seizing an opportunity under the guise of Ga-young's needs, covertly escorts her out, allowing her to inform Joon of her safety via text. When Joon reunites with Ga-young at the port, they encounter Cheol, who, despite being armed, is swayed by Ga-young's heartfelt depiction of Joon's struggles and unrecognized sacrifices. She reveals Joon's affectionate drunken ramblings about Cheol being like a brother, which softens Cheol, dissuading him from capturing Joon. Together, they head to Cheol's place, which was Joon's initially. They gather all their weapons, and when they go outside, they hear the police coming. Joon says sorry to Cheol and then beats him up, telling him to say Joon got away and he lost the chase. Cheol understands, even though he is hurt. Joon, Daeok, Gyu, and Ga Young go to save Mina, but they realize they left all their weapons with Cheol. Cheol explains to the director how he lost Joon. Then, the director lets Cheol go and orders him to find Joon because he thinks only he can catch him. Without weapons, Joon and Daeok go to Jason's place, while Ga Young stays in the car and films everything for the director. Joon meets his wife, who is shocked to find out he is a secret agent. Joon is forced to torture Daeok, which makes the director think he is with Jason. Then, Jason tries to burn Joon with a flamethrower, but the special forces arrive and a big shootout starts. The special forces beat Jason's men, and they all get arrested. The director orders to kill Joon, even though Daeok, Mina, his daughter, and Cheol say he is innocent. But Cheol takes the bullet meant for Joon, saying Joon has a family and deserves to live. But one of Jason's men gets in a good position and starts shooting everyone. He then frees Jason, who shoots Joon multiple times. Jason's men capture everyone, and Daeok and Cheol blame the director for not believing them about Joon. But then Joon, who was wearing armor, gets up and shoots the flamethrower, causing an explosion. A big fight breaks out between the special forces and Jason's men. Joon fights some of Jason's men before going to fight Jason himself. Joon and Jason fight until Joon throws Jason out of the window and kills him. Everyone is relieved that the terrorist is dead, and Joon is pardoned by the government. Months later, Joon finishes his comic and says it is all fictional. He starts a happy life with his wife and daughter, who now support his art. Now his family believes in him as an artist, something he never had before. The movie ends with Joon following his dream instead of what others want him to do. Don't go anywhere. Click the video on your screen to keep these wild movie recaps rolling. Smash that like button and subscribe for more insane movie adventures. I'll catch you film fanatics on the next one.